Is it? Yeah. All right. Marita. What's up? Fucking start already. I got shit to do.
I have shit to do because I have kids. What else you need to do?
Take an actual shit.
Oh.
Did you have coffee?
Oh, yes, I'm drinking it now.
There you go. And I'm drinking whatever the hell you gave me, which tastes like you just gave me milk with syrup. What the fuck is this? Welcome to Marita's Coffee and Cigarettes, because clearly Marita doesn't know how to announce her own fucking show. I was dragged in here at 8:00 in the morning, and I'm like, okay, what are we recording? And she's like, you ask me questions. And I'm like, aren't you supposed to ask me questions? It's your fucking show.
But I'm improvising all the time. You know, I think it should be like more real, you know, like more live, that you don't schedule before. I'm really spontaneous person, if you notice it.
There's a fine line between being spontaneous and being detached from reality.
Delusional.
And you have crossed that line, stepped on that line, taken off your pants, and taken a gigantic dump on the line for everybody to see.
Yeah, you know me well. Anyways, my name is Marita. This is my friend, my annoying bestie from Berlin, got laid.
And I've got... I did not. Not even close. And believe me, I've been trying. I will say this about Latvia. You have a lot of pretty women.
That's true. That's true.
You know, in my hotel, there was literally a stag party for a guy that's getting married from Berlin. And like the purpose of a stag party is to fuck everything that moves, I'm told, because I'm not married.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I know, right? And
yes.
I'm like, you're coming from Berlin here. Mm-hmm. Berlin's cheaper, bro.
True. Depending on what you're buying.
Well, I mean, women-wise, we import them from Latvia and resell.
Yeah, I don't actually. I think that when I go to Berlin, people think I'm beautiful, but when they come here, they're like, "Oh, she's just a regular one."
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah. It's like Tinder here is like swiping through a porn site. It's fucking ridiculous. What is wrong? Like, I mean, like none of this makes sense. Like you're looking at the Tinder and you're like, is everything here AI generated? Like,
yeah, I don't know the Tinder experience here, and it's different with women in Latvia and with men in Latvia.
In what way?
Well, men have penises, you know. I don't know.
Oh, in Latvia, men have penises? Well, shit.
Oh God.
I can't compete with that. So anyway, what the fuck did you give me that tastes it tastes like cum from a caramel syrup?
Oh no, that's vanilla, dude.
That's vanilla. Okay.
Let's start with that. That's vanilla. That's milk of peas. Like those green thingies.
Yeah.
Pea?
Pea?
Yeah. It's a pea milk.
Okay. With vanilla.
Yeah. With vanilla taste.
I mean, it doesn't taste bad, but it doesn't taste like coffee.
There's literally no coffee in it.
That's my problem.
That would be more expensive.
I show up at like 9 a.m., 9:30 a.m., and she's like coming over with these 2 cups, and I'm like, oh, thank fuck you brought me coffee. And no, she brought me vanilla-flavored pea drink. Fuck you. By the way, I am enjoying this garage behind us. It looks like...
Feels like home. Feels like back in the days.
It looks like
high school, Tusovka.
It looks like an illegal gambling operation in an Eastern European village. That's what it looks like. I'm sorry, legal gambling confirmation where we are in Eastern Europe.
I always wanted to fight the fact that I'm from Eastern Europe, but since I'm coming to Berlin quite a lot, I understood that I'm really Eastern European woman. Yeah. I don't even call myself a Latvian anymore. I'm just Eastern European, you know.
Yeah. We put you all in the same bucket anyway.
Yeah.
We can tell the difference.
I really like when people are asking me, "Oh, you're from Latvia? Which city?" And I'm like, "Which city? You know?"
There's Latvian cities. Latvia. This is the literally. I think Latvia is the size of Tel Aviv.
No, I think Israel is smaller than Latvia.
No.
It is.
Population-wise?
No,
Definitely
population
not.
was definitely not. But I think in the territory is smaller than Latvia.
How long does it take you to drive across Latvia?
Oh, for God's sake. How long it takes? 5
5
hours?
minutes?
No. You can actually take a plane from one city to one town.
Yeah, no.
You can take a flight.
Israel, the long way is 8 hours.
Okay, Israel is a little bit then bigger.
But Israel's like a penis.
Yeah, Latvia is like a...
Vagina.
No, like a liver.
Like a liver.
Yeah, like a liver. The map looks more like a liver.
How do you go from penis to liver?
It's different organ. It's a different shape. It's more wide. You know what I mean?
I guess it depends on the penis or
Anyways.
the liver.
You know what? I got you something.
You got me a liver?
No, why would I have? Do you know what this is?
This is cherry chocolate?
No.
So I know puderzucker probably means powdered sugar.
Oh, wow.
And I know
The German
what the
skills
fuck
are...
is
I guess the German skills are really comfy in Latvia.
Puderzucker, powder sugar. German skills?
That's in Latvian.
Okay,
Puderzucker.
is that cherries with... Is that cherries?
Just try it.
I'm afraid after you gave me pea milk.
How do you like it?
I mean, very sour, but very sweet. It's nice, but I'm not gonna have another one.
No?
It's not. No, I'm not. It's not bad. Did you show the camera what this is, by the way?
I did.
Because
I can do it again.
I mean, like, look, this is her show, but apparently she needs a director.
Yeah, I know, but life is life. This is cranberry.
That's what it is.
This is
That's why
cranberry
it's
in a
sour.
powder sugar.
I would have preferred it if it was cherries.
If you have UTI, it's really good. It's really good for you.
Duly noted. I don't think I have UTIs.
Well, no, you definitely will not. Because you eat that cranberry.
Well, I am going to a dungeon, sex dungeon later tonight, so a UTI might be coming. So,
Well, if anything, you can take this with you. You know.
Hey, ladies, before we go into the special playroom, may I suggest some cranberries?
Okay.
And there's some antibiotics.
Health is what counts. Anyways, I wanted to ask you a question.
Ask me a question.
Okay, what's the dumbest thing I ever did?
Oh my God, there's so many. I don't know where to start. Should I start with your jobs?
Oh no!
Should I start with your choice of men? Should I start with the... I think my favorite story is probably from your birthday. I have to say. I think that my favorite story is probably from your birthday in Berlin. You had the coffee and cigarettes live there. And we were having fun. We were
It
partying.
was a fun show, yeah.
And
But before you continue, let me say this. I was improvising for 2 hours straight on a stage. My brain after the show was like a sponge. Like I was so dissociative of reality because it literally took all my energy, okay? So if I'm already a dumb cunt, in that particular moment, I was the dumbest version of myself.
I mean, yeah, that is...
That was the dumbest version of myself.
If you're saying that after the show your brain was like a sponge, then... I mean, because I know how your brain started before the show. At any rate, it was her birthday, and I came with my friend, and I brought a bag of pistachios. And I do love pistachios because I'm from the Middle East, and we love pistachios in the Middle East. And I decided to give people pistachios, and I kind of like spread the joy around, and I handed pistachios to my friend, and I handed pistachios to everybody, and I handed pistachios to my Rita. And my Rita starts eating the pistachios and chewing on them, and then goes and says, "What are these Jew nuts?" Which made me laugh very, 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 very hard.
I was just in shock why they're so crunchy.
Yeah, they were crunchy because you ate them with the shell, you dumb bitch. Do you not realize you have to peel pistachios?
I didn't, and the thing is, I didn't even took one pistachio.
No, a handful. Like she just... And all of us are looking at her so like, what the fuck did you just do? And
oh my God, I was laughing. I had tears.
I did appreciate your immediate Eastern European instinct to refer to it as Jew nuts. You could have gone with every other ethnicity, but you picked Jews.
Yes, you are.
Why didn't you go with bearded man nuts? Also, how many Jewish nuts have you put in your mouth that you actually know that they're crunchy?
Do you remember what condition it was in my birthday? I had a huge bruise on my neck.
From which bad choice was that? Which of your bad choices gave you a bruise on your neck? You don't remember, do you?
I do remember. But do I want to remember?
Well, at least you have someone to bruise your neck.
That's true. I think one of the greatest memory of me and you that I have is when I needed to take a tram to Warschauerstraße.
Oh God, you're an idiot.
And I was just like, my life was a mess, as usual. But in that particular moment, my life was so in a mess that I started to cry. And my dear friend Nir just looked at me and he went like, "Aw, don't cry. You look so ugly when you cry."
I remember that. I thought about the other time.
I was like, "You dumb cunt." No, but listen.
I thought about
At least I immediately stopped crying and I just laughed.
It worked. Look, here's what I remember. I thought you meant another story from your trams. I like the one where you took a tram all the way to Bezarinplatz, which is one stop away from Warschauer Straße, and equidistant to my house, by the way. And the tram was having some sort of an issue, so there was
Needed
another
to wait
tram.
a new one,
and she waited for 15 minutes in the stop to go one station instead of walking 2 minutes. That to me was the height of my Rita. It was like, open Google Maps, you idiot. Look at where you are. Orient yourself.
But I swear to God, this is the one thing that I as a person from Riga, I can't comprehend in my mind, that you just sit in your tram during almost a nighttime, and suddenly the driver goes, "This is the last stop. Get out." Like, what? Like, why? I need to go further, but no, I need to get out. Suddenly, the last stop doesn't mean anything to them, and it happened to me so many times.
Yeah. Because
many times.
Because fuck you. I mean,
Exactly.
it's this is the definition of Germany. Welcome to Germany. Fuck you.
Yeah, that's true. That is very true. Okay, but what's like the difference when you come to Riga? Like, what was like the one thing that was like, wow, you know what I mean? Like a little bit of culture shock.
Can I go back to the fact that all the women here are absolutely stunning?
Okay, that's okay, but like
That's a culture shock.
that's okay, fair.
That's a culture shock. I don't know if it's because of me. Like, everybody says that people in Riga are mean or not social or not personable. Everybody here is so nice compared to Germany.
Listen, so nice. We were attacked by a homeless man.
That was because of you.
Now, that wasn't because of me.
That was because of you.
Why?
You.
So listen, we were on the Stabo Street, which is normal neighborhood, like Stabo, Brevi, Biscona. It's a normal neighborhood. It's a center. It's a center.
Yeah.
And suddenly there was just this random dude that looked really...
Homelessy?
Yeah. And he touched my butt.
Oh, but no, he touched your butt after we started a fight with. You started a fight with him.
I didn't say anything. I was ignoring him. I turned and yelled.
Yeah,
at
I forgot
him.
about the butt touching thing. You're right.
He touched my butt, and then I was like, "What is wrong when you leave me alone?" Because I was really pissed. I
get that. No, and he only started a fight once we saw him again.
Yes, and then we wanted to go to Lovesnams to have some food.
Every time she says something in Latvian, I start laughing. Say something in Latvian.
Lovesnams? Dude. Okay, I actually wanted to ask you. Hold on a second.
Okay, I won't look at your laptop.
Now you can watch it. I wanted that you read this word.
Why?
Can you read it?
Snoekers?
Oh, that was actually really good. Do you know what
cool.
snoekers?
What does snoekers mean?
It's a pig's nose.
Oh, that's adorable.
Snoekers.
Yeah.
Snoekers.
Schnoe is probably this, right? Mm-hmm. Because snout in English is nose. Mm-hmm. And it looks like kurs is pig.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah, I like that word. It's a relief.
I want another word.
Another word?
Yeah,
okay.
Give me another word.
Give you another word.
Malka. Is that it? Mm-hmm. Does that mean queen? It means queen in Hebrew.
What?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me right now?
I'm
From all
not.
of the words, why I picked... there was just a random word that it popped in my mind.
What does it mean?
It means it's those small wooden sticks that you put in ovens and shit. Like you burn these things.
You burn wooden sticks
Not
in
like a
ovens?
log, but like a small piece of log. It's malka.
Like in an oven? You mean like a fireplace?
No, it's just a wooden piece.
Why?
Like all these wooden pieces that you put in a
oven?
No, not like oven, but kamins.
Yeah, fireplace.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, gotcha.
But not like sticks, not like wood sticks or something like that.
Logs.
Yeah, but like small pieces of logs.
Small logs.
Small logs.
You have words
Bunch.
for big logs?
Yeah, balkis. Oi.
You have words for big logs, small logs, medium logs. How many fucking words for trees do you have in this fucking country? All you have here is
we have a lot of words for every kind of piece of trees. We have like sprungulis, sunzars,
like it's like Eskimos in snow.
Yeah. And also for the bread, we have a lot of versions of bread. I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lay it on me. Talk to me about bread.
So, anyways, we have a saying. If you like, you know that so the big, for God's sake, like the piece that no one wants to eat from the bread.
Like the end.
Yeah, the end.
We have a name for that in Hebrew, but I'll let you.
We say it like the end as well, like Mises gulls, and we are saying that if you eat that, your tits will be bigger. Will get bigger.
Does that also like apply to men?
Yeah.
Then I don't want it. my tits are already bigger than yours. Flat white bitch.
Oh my God.
It's true.
Not that flat. It depends on which side you're looking.
Oh, like what side?
If
side am I supposed to be looking at your tits from?
No, like, no, if you look at me from front, then I'm a flat white. If you look at me from back, then you're like,
that's a big ass.
Which coffee type is this?
Wait, I had a thought. I forgot the thought. It doesn't matter. It wasn't about your tits.
Okay, can you read this?
Esmu kaitinosh.
Thank you.
What did I just say?
I am annoying.
How do you? I have one for you. Lechi lisden.
Lechi, what?
No, the lechi.
Lechi.
No. You know what? I have a better one because if you're saying it, then it doesn't work quite as well.
Okay.
Say anizona.
Anizona.
There you go.
What is that?
I'm a whore. You should know this.
I will cut this out though. You fucking nuthead. I didn't want to cut anything, but now I need to work because of you. Shit. You fucking bitch. I hate you.
You love me.
I hate you.
You love me so much.
I love you, but sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't want any pea milk.
I have a coffee though, a little bit. But with the pea milk, I have a coffee with the pea milk.
I don't mean the pea milk. I need coffee. Guys, it's fucking
What?
10 a.m., okay?
It's already 10?
I'm a comedian. Okay? I don't work in these hours.
True.
And I certainly don't work fucking sober. So,
Would you call me as a stand-up comedian?
no, you're an improv person.
Oh, fuck off. How much I need to do to be a stand-up comedian? That you will consider that I am a stand-up comedian?
About a gig, 2 gigs a week for a couple of years straight. Maybe
Couple of
3
years.
gigs,
I
4
can't
gigs.
do 2 gigs in here.
You know, to be fair, I don't consider myself a stand-up comedian, so
Okay. Fair.
my bar is pretty high, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, that is. He's annoying in that.
I am.
He has high standards and not that high money.
Are the two supposed to come together? I mean, usually people with low standards have a lot of money.
That is also true. That is also true. That is also true.
So
That
I'm
is very, very true.
I'm not poor, I'm discerning.
Yeah, those wise words. Those
Yeah.
wise
Do you want to
wise
Google
words.
translate that?
I will later. I already forgot which word you said. It was like, yeah, there's some word. Sometimes when he speaks, I'm just smiling and waving, you know, like a penguin from Madagascar.
Most of the times I speak, you just smile and wave like the pig. I love those penguins.
Yeah, those
Just
penguins.
smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave. Some of my favorite characters. Kowalski! You know?
I saw a video on the internet that when some guy asked to one woman to name countries in Africa, and she was like Madagascar. He was like, yes, correct. And then she continued Madagascar 2.
Madagascar
That's the
3,
dumbest-
The Escape from the Zoo.
That's the dumbest thing I heard. No, actually, I've heard dumbest things in
Really?
my mind, in my thoughts.
Yeah, have you ever listened to yourself? I think that if you play this podcast once you're editing, you're going to hear 7 more dumb things than that.
Probably. Not to mention my grammar skills in English.
Your grammar? Grammar.
Grammar.
Skills. Wow,
Grammar
yeah.
skills.
Yeah.
By the way, once I had a drink, I was so stressed at work, and I went to Friedrichshain to have a drink, and there was this cute little bar. And I went there and I had the drink, and there was one dude from Canada, and he was really amazed about my accent, and he said, why the hell you're talking like that? And I was like, what do you mean? And he was like, you have like 40% of Central London accent and 60% of Eastern European accent. And he's like, this is so weird. Like, where did you got something like that out of you? And I'm like, it's just me.
You can just, I mean, I think that this is kind of the end result for most Eastern European women, that they end speaking with this mishmash of accents of the people who want to fuck them and their hometown. I'm gonna try another one of those, and I'm going to regret it. So
no, it's
watch
really
my
good.
face.
It's actually really good.
It starts good, and then you eat the cranberry, and then it starts being fucking confusing.
But just chew, like when you put it in your mouth, chew immediately. Don't wait. Don't wait when the sugar disappears. Chew immediately.
But the sugar is the best part.
No, but when you eat it immediately, you don't have that sourness in your mouth.
Where's the bitter coming from?
I have no idea.
There's bitter.
Maybe brush your teeth. I don't know.
I did brush my teeth.
With what?
A toothbrush? with what do you brush your teeth with?
Colgate.
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 Oh, you know what? I can put the mic here, and then it's not going to be in my face. It's just going to sit on my fucking balls.
That's what she said. Oh, no, she doesn't have a balls, so never mind.
Yeah, when did she say that?
When she's confused.
She's always confused. Christ on a stick. You are the most confused human being I know.
What do you mean?
I mean, you are the most confused human being I know.
You know, I think
you were constantly walking around the world with a look of, and I'm gonna give you another word to Google, befuddlement. You're like,
I'm amazed.
everything is a surprise to you. What's it like to be so dumb?
That's the best. That's the best thing to be a dumb cunt. Everything is surprise moment. You're like, wow.
You're like an Alzheimer patient at 31. Oh my God, I forgot the street is here. Oh my God, I forgot there's a shop here. Oh my God, coffee tastes great. How did I not know coffee tastes great? You had it yesterday, you fucking idiot.
I am a positive person, okay? I tend to think about things positive. Everything that ever happened to me.
You're not a positive person. You're a goldfish. You just don't have any memory of bad things.
I do have a good. What was the words? I do have.
You're the type of person who will stick a knife into an electricity socket and then go bzzz, and then 2 hours later she's like, I wonder what happens if I stick a knife into an electricity socket. Which, by the way, explains all your dating life. Like, every single part of it. Oh, I wonder what happens if I date a DJ. You already know what happens if you date a DJ.
I never dated a DJ.
Musician,
I never
whatever.
dated yeah. That's the thing. I have
Same
standards.
Shit. Yeah, of course. DJ here, but guitarist right over here. Yeah, that's the standards. We have like fucking get a job.
Oh my God. Oh no, I know I am a Baltic comedy marketing management slut. That's
So which part of the title should we be focusing on? Baltic
Baltics.
comedy manager or slut?
all.
All. It's all together.
Yeah.
If you're a slut, where's my blowjob?
Oh no, that's not the sluttiness, the marketing sluttiness. You know, I give my work for everyone for free.
Fair point.
You know, no, it's just yeah. But wait, I wanted
Did
to
this
tell.
thought go anywhere? I like waiting, and then it ends with so. Yeah.
No, I can explain. I can explain my brain a little bit. So, in my brain, there are 3 thoughts at the same time. You know, there's like, and they are so fast, like a really fast train.
And by
like
the way,
train in
all
Japan.
incredibly dumb.
Yeah. So it goes really, really fast, really fast. And then I sometimes can't focus which thought to go. So I catch a little bit of that thought, and I'm like, oh, in the middle there's another thought, and then I'm just like all over the place.
Ooh. You want to see something cool? Let me show you something cool.
No,
not you.
Oh.
The audience.
what are you?
Trying to confuse you. It's not working.
That's
I'll do
dumb.
it while you're talking.
You can always accidentally scare me. You know that? You can scare me, and after 30 seconds you can scare me again, and I will forget that you scared me already.
Goldfish.
I am. At least gold. I'm not a gold digger. I'm a goldfish.
Yeah, at least gold, but
At
still a
least gold.
fucking fish.
There are plenty of fishes in the sea.
Yeah, I have to say that
And
if
I'm
I
still fucking a
accidentally-
tuna.
if I accidentally fished you, I'll throw you back in the water.
Oh my God, please no.
It needs you like you're looking and then you're like, eh.
But actually, I don't like that saying. I don't like that saying when you say that there's plenty of fish in the sea. Yeah, but there's also sea cucumbers and, you know, seaweeds.
Anemones,
and-
jellyfish,
Yeah, and those horses.
seahorses,
Yeah.
those horses.
Mammals.
Yes, crustaceans
Why would I need to find another fish if I can find a mammal?
or a shrimp.
Or man shrimp, that would be really.
Yeah, I think that's the thing that let's go with this and with this phrase, right? Let's assume that what you want from the sea is fish.
Yeah.
And there's plenty of fish in the sea. These
Yeah.
2 statements are true. But also, you're just as likely to fish a fish from the sea as you are to fish a shoe. Like
Yeah.
there's plenty of fish in the sea, but there's a lot more garbage.
Yeah. Plastic.
Plastic. Yeah.
Oil.
Oil. Yeah, that's where I was. Yeah, oil.
Dead bodies.
eh,
Submarines.
Sharks.
Yeah.
Submarines.
Yeah. Well,
Maybe pieces of submarines at this point. There's like a whole debris field of Titan right next. Like, if there's plenty of fish next to the sea, I wouldn't fish next to the Titanic. Let's put it that way. Unless you accidentally want to get like a billionaire's shoe, which probably evaporated by now.
Yeah, probably. Also, there are a lot of fish in the lake as well. So, like, why only a sea?
Have you been to the Berlin lakes? Oh, you hate the lakes.
I hate the lakes.
Which for someone from Latvia is weird, isn't it? Don't you have like a lot of lakes? Aren't you supposed to be
we
like
have a
free?
seaside.
Yeah, but
We have a lot. We have a huge seaside.
But you have lakes also.
We have
Like,
a lot
aren't you
of
supposed to
lakes
be like
and
big
rivers.
into woodland bullshit and walk around in the forests and bathe naked in the river?
Yeah, that's what people do. But I'm not the people. I don't know how to swim.
Really?
Yeah,
How do you not know how to swim?
never learned.
Huh? I didn't know that. That's why you hate lakes.
Yeah, like when I'm gonna do that? I
I
can't
don't know. I
swim.
thought you just hate water.
Yeah, that's all. That's why I don't know how to swim.
You just said you don't know how to swim because you never.
I don't know how to swim because I don't like the water.
Water's great.
No, it's not. The only water I like is bath
That's
and
so
in
great.
Skinny Bitch.
And what?
And Skinny Bitch.
Skinny bitch?
Skinny Bitch. Skinny Bitch. You don't know the
That's a
Skinny Bitch?
cocktail, right?
Yeah.
What's in a skinny bitch?
Vodka and water.
Why do you need the water?
For the calories.
No, just
No,
have
just
the
no.
vodka.
But then no. Vodka taste is terrible.
Vodka
it's
on ice.
disgusting. It's disgusting. But when you put a little bit of lemon, a little bit of sparkling water, it's a Skinny Bitch, and it tastes wonderful. It tastes like no vodka in there.
And then just have water.
That's not alcohol, dude. Like, what's wrong with you? Like, it's so simple.
Yeah, if you want to get shit-faced and you can't have alcohol because of calories, have water and cocaine.
Yeah, that's like if the French diet is cigarettes and coffee, then the Berlin diet is water and cocaine.
No.
And ketamine.
That is not the Berlin diet. It is not water and cocaine. It is club mate and cocaine.
Club mate. Yes, that's disgusting.
It is disgusting.
It's disgusting.
It is absolutely
It is
disgusting.
ridiculous.
Straight up, by the way, like there's a stag party in my hotel, and one of the people like they're British or some shit, and like one of the people is like, "Oh, you live here?" And I'm like, "I'm staying in this hotel."
Yeah, you live in a hotel.
It's like, "Do you know where I can get some Charlie?" And I'm like, "Charlie?" He's like, yeah, Charlie. And I'm like, is that cocaine? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, since when is Charlie cocaine?
Oh my God.
And he's
Oh,
like,
it's
since forever. And I'm like, not where the fuck I'm coming from. We just call it coke.
It's probably because of Charlie Sheen, no?
No, I think it's also, maybe. I think they both just start with a C, like heroin is horse.
Oh, I thought it's just age.
Or horse. Some places
No,
call it horse.
I thought horse is ketamine.
No, ketamine is a horse tranquilizer.
Okay.
Ketamine is special K.
Yeah, K-hole.
K-hole is what happens when you take special K.
Yes.
Jesus, you're not up on your drug. I'm more up on my drug lingo than you are, which is sad. Because,
You live more in Berlin than I do.
but I'm also 15 years older.
15. Is that the math?
12.
Yeah. 12. Huh. It's like a school.
Yeah.
You're one school away.
I'm one school away,
Wow.
which is literally what my court transcript said. It's going to take you a while. Work on it. Work on it. Work
I
on
didn't
it.
hear it. I was
said-
thinking about that hot dog on a window. Okay.
Thinking about a hot dog?
Yeah, there's a hot dog. See? There's a,
Oh my God, there is hot dog. So
and a bun.
I'm not going to explain the joke to you. It's going to ruin it.
Okay. I will rewatch it and Google it probably.
Yeah.
And then I will understand.
Probably. It's gonna take some thinking.
It will take
Yeah.
some.
I'm just like, I'm looking, like, you don't know what I'm looking at.
there's
Like,
a lot
I'm
of
looking at all the
interesting
memorabilia in this room. You have to understand, what we are in right now is kind of like a cross between the set from Backroom Casting Couch and every esports streamer on Twitch. And would that be accurate?
I don't watch Twitch.
Yeah, neither do I, but there's hot bitches there. But would that be accurate, do you think?
I don't know. I didn't hear. I was eating my cranberry.
You are, like, how? This is your fucking show.
But I can't concentrate that long. It's just my brain. I can't concentrate. I'm like, huh? I think that.
You are definitely going to need to edit this.
Oh yeah, no, fuck it. But I think it's just I'm a squirrel that is trying to catch that acorn. From Ice Age?
Yes.
That's me. I'm that squirrel.
Didn't that squirrel die at some point?
That makes sense.
I don't remember what happened. Oh, I liked Ice Age.
That squirrel, I assume it's she.
Who said it was a she?
Me? Okay. I think she, because squirrel in Latvian is vāvere.
It's what?
Vāvere. Squirrel. Vāvere. Oh, for God's sake.
Why are there so many V's in that word? That's unnatural.
There are only 2 V's.
That's too many V's.
Okay. It's vāvere. And we also call vāvere as a pussy.
Oh.
Yeah.
In American English, it's beaver.
Yeah. But why? Oh, because it eats wood.
Furry.
Okay.
Same thing with squirrels, I'm assuming.
A squirrel is much cuter than a beaver.
Beavers are adorable.
They're huge.
So are American pussies, I guess.
Anyways.
So what we're saying here is that Latvian pussies are small and furry, and American pussies are large and furry.
With the big tail.
It's.
Have you ever heard of any kind of weird saying that we do in Latvia?
Not weird saying, but explain the fucking flowers.
Flowers?
Yeah.
You talk through flowers?
No, it looks like I went to a Lido something.
Yes, that's.
Where we met.
By the way, Lido was back in the days. It was in Berlin as well. Lido. But they had problems with taxes, so they are not there anymore. Yeah, that's what I heard.
So where we met next to the hotel today?
Yeah, right? There's Lido.
Around the corner there's a Lido, and I went there yesterday for, I guess, dinner. Mm-hmm. And traditional Latvian clothing involves a dress and being covered in flowers. Like, why was everybody wearing flowers?
Oh, you mean? Oh, yeah. I guess.
Is that a thing?
Does people don't do that?
Everywhere else?
Yeah.
No.
What do you mean, like
flowers? It looks like Rambo, except instead of shooting grenades, you shoot fucking petals.
I don't know. We don't walk around in a Latvian folk costumes, in a daily life. No, this kind of thing comes from midsummer celebration.
That was 3 months ago.
Yeah, but Lido does their own thing, I guess. They put that, but usually we have like some specific different kind of stuff, like a crown, not like a crown, something like that we have. And for each region of Latvia, there's a different kind of shape and color and pattern in it. And
Latvia has regions?
Yeah, a lot of them.
How?
Did you know that back in the days, like really, really back in the days, so one of the huge regions,
the Livonians, the Vukorini, they had like 4 tribes.
There was like a Kurland and something like that, and they had colony, and one of the colony was Tobago.
Wait a minute. Latvia had colonies.
Yes. Tobago.
When? Latvia was not independent forever.
Dude.
I just read your history. You were under German control until like
the
World War
Kurland. Yeah, exactly. It wasn't all Latvia, but the part of Kurland, and I think a little bit of, like a Kurland. Like there's a city, there's this town, Jelgava. Okay. I think maybe I'm just really stupid and lying right now.
You are very stupid.
I am. I don't. But at least you know what? That's the thing about me. I don't pretend I'm dumb. I own it. I embrace the fact that I am dumb cunt. But there was this Kurland, there was this Hertog, and yes, they had colony in Tobago.
That's astounding to me. Like it still boggles my mind that Germany, right? Like world domination. Sieg Heil, Germany, right? Had only one colony and was Tanzania, and they couldn't even get that right. Like one colony. England is colonizing half of Africa and all the Middle East.
The Germans
Dutch are colonizing, the French are colonizing, the Germans are like, we have Tanzania!
But the Germans were here. Like we were slaves.
That's not a colony.
Because we're not an island?
Yeah, because you're close. That's just... territorial expansion. If it's connected, it's not a colony.
Yeah, that's true. But still, they own lands that they don't own.
I'm not saying that Germans are not, egomaniacal occupiers. All I'm saying is Germans. I have a theory about this. Hear me out, okay? Okay. Germans were very good when it came to occupying countries around them and managing things that are close. Mm-hmm. But they couldn't manage anything that was far. Mm-hmm. And I think the reason is paperwork. Hear me out. I'm not kidding. Okay? How long does it take for a letter to get from...
By the way, this is the thing that I need to explain for a Latvian audience, though. Because in Germany, people are still using fax machines.
They are.
Sending letters.
They do. No. Like if you want to get your
because
results,
in Latvia everything is more or less digital. We don't do that here.
I shit you not. If I needed to get blood results from my doctor, I call my doctor and I'm like, can I get the blood results by email? And they're like, no, we can't give it to you by email. And I'm like, can you send it by post? They're like, no, there's data. I'm like, okay, I have a fax machine. I have a fax machine. It is 2023 and I have a fax machine because Germany. Fuck you. But my point is about Tanzania. Hear me out, right? How long does it take a letter to get from Berlin to Riga? With a horse and carriage?
I don't know, a week?
I don't know, maybe a week. So,
No, more than a week. 2 weeks.
Horse and carriage from Berlin to Riga?
It's far.
Not that far.
Bus takes 1 day.
It's going to take a few days. Just a few days. Under a week, I would say. So, Hans is sitting, governing... whatever the fuck is in Latvia, and he needs to send back the Anmeldung from all the people.
Anmeldung is the registration,
in Germany, despite the fact that they're all about data privacy, you still have to sign up to the government, tell them where you live, and let them know what religion you are. Which honestly,
you pay taxes for that.
It's kind of shady. It's kind of shady. Like, I go to Germany and I register, and they're like, Juden? And I'm like, no.
You can't do that. Otherwise, you're going to pay for it.
Yeah, and otherwise... and that's the theory. So, Latvia, close enough. Do you know how long it's going to take the paperwork to get from Tanzania to Berlin? And how much is going to get lost in the way? Meanwhile, Hans is sitting with his dick in his hand in Tanzania, and he doesn't know what to do because he hasn't getting his letters from Berlin, and because Germans can't operate with it in the absence of authority, and they have to be told what to do, he just sat there, and the Tanzanians are like, "What the fuck?" and that's why Germans never were good colonizers.
Oh, yeah, well, we also lost the Tobago really fast. I think it was just like a phase.
It was a phase.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I have no idea. Latvia had a colony. That's hilarious.
Yes. But I think it was just a Tobago. Honestly, I don't know. I need to Google that though.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah. But do you feel like so you live in Frederikshavn, which is like literally east. So you live on a street that it's like small Moscow. It really looks like small Moscow.
Oh, yeah, it's very charming. I live in a building that is called charmingly by the local population. This type of building is called a Stalinbau, which is a Stalin building. They were actually built by Stalin. The street itself was called Stalin Boulevard until the 50s, when they're like, maybe we shouldn't name a street after a mass murderer. We're not sure. It's like, where do you live? I live on the corner of Stalin and Hitler streets. Like, just take Pol Pot, Hangel left. Can't miss it. So it's a very charming building. It's like... it's a very large street. It's actually been constructed so tanks can go on it.
Yeah, it looks like it.
All the way to the west. It's very much Russia. When I got there for the first time,
I would not say Russia. It's really Soviet.
Very Soviet. Yeah.
Soviet. Like when
it's not Russia because nobody's fucking their brother. But yeah, it's Soviet.
It's Soviet as fuck.
Sorry, Russians. It was a funny joke. You can't see this because you no longer have access to YouTube. At any rate,
really?
I don't know what they have access to. At any rate, I remember that when I got there for the first time, when I looked at the apartment, it was like November. I got out of the U-Bahn, and I looked around, and I put on my headphones and I'm like, where's the Red Army Choir on Spotify? Oh no, I've got a better idea. The music from Red Alert. You know what I mean? Like there's like this song, there was this video game where you could play the Soviets, and there was like a metal choir Red Army song marching thing.
But like when you go closer to Alexanderplatz from that street, when you move more closer, I feel like more homesick because it's like there's literally
Looks trashier or what?
Yeah, it's more Soviet. When you are finally in Alexanderplatz, you're like, gosh, what the hell is going on in here?
You know that there's like Cafe Moscow.
Yeah, there's literally the same Russian letters, Moskva, on the building.
It's a trippy place to live.
So when you come here, do you feel a little bit the same? Like the vibe is still here?
No, because this isn't like where I live is like what's the word I'm looking for? It's like rich Soviet. The idea was to like
That's
show the
offensive.
glory of the Soviet Empire.
That's offensive.
And when you get here, you're like, oh, not everything in Russia was nice.
Yes, indeed.
I mean, I've seen the road from your airport. Let's be honest. To be fair, I've been to Russia.
Yeah,
Yeah,
me too.
I've been to Russia. I've been to St. Petersburg, and you go to the center squares in St. Petersburg.
Can you go there? Like, what kind of documentation you need to go to Russia? No.
Me?
Yeah.
At the time, passport.
What?
Israeli biatch. Wow. Israelis don't need visas to Russia.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And maybe now we do, but in 2020 we didn't.
2020. That was like 3 years ago.
Correct.
Huh.
So I went to St. Petersburg, and the streets, like St. Petersburg itself, in the center, right? Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. But then you take a train 10 minutes north, and you are literally in India. Like,
Don't trash India now.
have you been to India?
No.
It's worth trashing. It's like a 70-year-old babushka sitting on like trying to guide traffic
Call them
around.
spies, those babushkas on a bench.
Oh yeah.
They're like spies, like secret cameras. They will see everything you
Yeah,
do.
and,
They know what time you went home and with what.
And they will gossip about it.
Oh yeah.
I know.
Like my grandmother, she had a friend, and they were sitting next to the building on the bench, and they had different name for each neighbor, so they can sit there and shit about them. So that
They have like code names. Yes. Eagle is fucking ugly cow again.
And then once one neighbor was sick of them and called them lesbians, and since then they are not sitting there anymore.
Really? That's all you have to do to get a babushka off your bench? Lesbian. Oh look, I love hearing sirens and cop cars because it means somebody is having a very bad day.
Oh my god! But let's like in Latvia, at least we have a normal volume of the sirens. Like in Germany, like in Berlin, it's a nutshell. I don't know how many deaf people you have over there because of those sirens. It's just too much.
This is the thing that everybody in Berlin learns very quickly is if you go to an
Krankenhaus.
Krankenhaus. Now, if you go to an intersection, right? And you see like the sirens coming, you immediately go. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like otherwise you're just gonna go deaf.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
But yeah, I like holding the mic like this. It feels like I'm like cradling a baby. Yeah, no, I kept the stand and now I'm just leaving it on. Because all Latvians are apparently tall as fuck.
Yes, it's actually by statistics. I am the shortest in the family, not including of course my two small children. But
really, you are?
I'm the smallest
Jesus
one.
Christ.
Yeah.
No, I thought Dutch people were tall. But here's the weird thing, like not everybody looks that. Like I walk down the street and there are women that are shorter than me.
But by statistics, we have the one.
Maybe they're like in high school or something. I don't know. That's the problem here. You walk next to a gorgeous woman, and you're like, it's unclear to you if she's 30 or 16. Sometimes.
Well, recently I couldn't get Red Bull Because like in Latvia, we have a law that you can purchase energy drinks
No offense, you don't look
after
under 18.
16. She didn't, and I was with my kids, and she was like, "Do you have a document?" And I'm like, "What?
I have 2 children.
Like, when did I make them? Before my period? Like, what the fuck?" I didn't get it. I didn't get my Red Bull.
That's unbelievable.
Can you imagine?
No, actually,
That's stupid.
That is absolutely
That is
dumb.
really that was too much. I kind of understand that I can't buy wine sometimes, even though I have a gray hair and a wrinkle in my forehead already, right? But to not buy,
You know,
What?
people in Berlin started getting Botox. I'm not going to name names, but there are some women that I know that
oh my
started getting
god,
Botox.
not the Botox, girl. Tell me more. Like what?
Well, it seems to have worked, other than the fact that they constantly look surprised now.
I know so many women who are doing that.
Yeah, it's popular.
Yeah.
So many men are getting hair transplants in Turkey.
Yeah, I actually know a couple of them.
I know several of them, and I'm like,
And you're not the one of them.
No, definitely not. I can't afford one, and honestly, they kind of look artificial.
But you need to drink some kind of medicine all the time. I heard that you need to take a pills and it turns down your libido.
Yes, that's the medical trait. So when I started losing my hair, the doctor... So do you know why men lose hair?
Because they act shit. Because they're misogynists.
Close. Actually, most male pattern hair loss is caused by too much testosterone.
Too much.
Mm-hmm. Irony. And the pills that there's pills that help you stopping from losing hair, and these are basically hormone.
So so if I see a bald man, I need to avoid that person.
No, you need to give him a blowjob.
Oh my fucking god.
You need to find the bald men and keep them close, because these are the manly men. Anyway, hair transplant is not the same as the medicine. And the problem with the hair transplant is, like, I've seen the results, and it's like just like a straight line of hair. Who has a straight line of hair? You know what I mean?
I know I don't.
You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't look very natural. They just like
really artificial.
It looks like somebody took a ruler and then made hair, right? Plus, I don't know. Is it really that bad? I kind of like being like slightly balding. Like the problem.
I think it depends. I think it depends also what kind of hair you have. You know, some people have curly hair.
I used to have curly hair.
And then I don't think you can see that line if you have a curly hair, a little bit longer, you know. It just depends.
I know. I mean, like, is it really that bad to be bald?
I don't know. I don't care.
Yeah, neither do I. Like,
like own it. Like, what else you gonna do? Wear a hat?
A hair transplant. Well, I wear a hat is something people... I have started to have to wear hats because I started getting sunburned on my head. And that's embarrassing.
Okay.
I think I'm going to just shave my head.
Yeah, do that. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Just fuck it. Just shave it.
Yep. Hair is for pussies. Actually, hair is not for pussies. Don't have hair on your pussy. The audience. Whatever audience we have. Ladies. Shave. No, this is...
Okay, last topic.
This is what happens. This is what happens when you put me in front of a mic, bitch.
What are you talking about, pussies?
Sometimes.
That's not sometimes, actually.
You know what? When you go back editing it, just find how much we're talking about genitals.
Well, just I make a small, like counting every time you mention
pussy.
Like,
bing. You need to have 2 counters, one every time you mention penis and one every
or blowjobs.
Yeah, or blowjobs. Yes.
Yeah. Let's wrap it up with some more professional comedian. I don't know. We can talk about scene in Latvia, in Berlin, about stand-up, about rules of stand-up. Something that is also a little bit of value because we are both. Okay, you are not calling yourself a stand-up comedian. You're definitely not calling me a stand-up comedian. But we do stand-up comedy.
Yes.
And we organize stand-up comedy.
Yes.
I help him actually. I don't know I don't know who I am.
You're a boss
assistant?
lady.
I'm a boss lady.
You're a boss lady.
I thought I'm just an assistant. No.
Sure. You're a
Manager.
boss lady.
No.
Sure, I don't care.
I don't care either. just a marketing slut.
Yeah, I'm happy to call you boss lady.
Boss lady.
What's up, boss lady?
Yes. So yeah, the company name is Dark Mode. You've been doing that for 5 years,
So I've been running shows in Berlin since 2017-ish. We started out as a show called the Berlin Offensive. The Berlin Offensive ended its life a year ago, and kind of I took over and rebranded it to Dark Mode, which is a dark comedy brand, really. So we have open mics, we have showcases, we have merchandise, and soon, hopefully, more content and whatever. The idea is this is a show for people who think that sad things are funny. So
yeah, what is dark comedy?
That's a good question. In my opinion, dark comedy is comedy about things that are essentially sad. It's comedy
like
about
trauma dump.
It's comedy about pain and suffering, in my opinion. Some people take it into offensive. Some people take it into not politically correct. There's an overlap, but I don't think that's the starting point. Like, the idea is not to piss people off.
Yeah, it's a slippery slope. I think even though you're doing dark comedy, you still need to be on PC. You need to be PC.
You need to be PC, or you need to be not PC?
You need to be PC. Still, like, it's a slippery slope. Like, you can walk on an edge.
Yeah.
But like at the same time, you can't go complete racist and just say, that was just a dark comedy.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't believe in censoring according to current social zeitgeists. But I also believe that one should not be an asshole unless it serves a purpose. So there is a point where it does serve a purpose, right? There is a point where you're deliberately being an asshole or deliberately being not politically correct in order to make a point. Sometimes these points are lost on a lot of people. Fuck them. I don't really care what they think, right?
Or also, have you noticed is sometimes people think that dark comedy is just when you come and talk about their sex experiences.
That's also odd to me. Like, dark comedy and like everybody like and sex, like, there's nothing that's dark about sex unless something went terribly wrong. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The idea to me is in dark comedy is this: it's a cathartic experience for shared traumas, right? And that to me is the crucial difference between offensive, which again has its place, and dark. Offensive has its place. I have no problem pissing people off. And it's a tool. But I think the key thing that, to me, defines the concept of dark comedy is the ability to look at things that are absolutely atrocious and horrible and make light of them. And by the way, a lot of people will say it's disrespectful. That I see that point. I don't disagree with it. Having said that, people who are actually involved in this process and have experienced the pain that you are talking about do not see it the same way, Karen. So shut the fuck up and go back to your white people hole, right? So this is one of the things that really aggravates me. White knights, literally white, who think that they're protecting someone and like, but
that person doesn't even ask to be protected.
The person never asked to be protected. The person that I made fun of and I made fun of their trauma comes after the show to thank me. Shut the fuck up. Right?
But I think it's for the comedian. It's also really it's also a slippery slope to talk about trauma and put the trauma in a comedy, in the sense that you need to be really over that trauma. Otherwise, it could be cringe more than funny. You really need to be.
There's a line between processing and writing, but processing is part of the writing.
Oh yeah.
and it will be cringy. I wouldn't put things that are still in process or still if it was something that was a showcase. But like if it's like an open mic, I'll talk about my shitty day.
Yeah.
But yeah,
shitty day is not the same as trauma though, but.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, laughing about trauma is talking about trauma. Laughing about things that are uncomfortable is talking about things that are uncomfortable. And if this is a way to engage in conversation and bring these topics up, then I think it's a valid way, and especially if it was otherwise be undiscussed, right? Like I love doing Holocaust jokes in Germany. Love doing Holocaust jokes in Germany. Not so much elsewhere because it doesn't have the same emotional salience, right?
But when you did the Holocaust special here in Riga, I think people really appreciate it as well.
Yeah, because you hate Germans. But I didn't want to do it here. I prefer to do my other one because I think it's more relatable for a global audience. But yeah, I think Latvia is a special case.
I didn't allow it. Yeah, I said no. You too.
Fuck you. My second is better. So yeah, my first show, by the way, my first hour was The Revenge of the Judai, and my second is Middle Rage. Middle Rage is about being old and depressed. Revenge of the Judai is 90 minutes of Holocaust jokes.
First of all, you're only tomorrow. You're gonna be 43. That's not old.
That is old for me.
Okay, fair enough.
By the way, my next one, which I've started writing this August for reasons we'll not get into, is called The Near-Death Experience, and it's going to be about death. So these are the topics I think are fun.
Any tips for the people who want to start stand-up?
Who want to start stand-up in general?
Yeah.
Get over the fear, just fucking do it, and see if you like it. If you're scared by going on stage, you're absolutely right to. It's terrifying.
Oh yeah, it's scary as fuck. Do you remember your first time when you did the stand-up?
Ever? I was in grad school. It was in business school, and it wasn't really a stand-up show. It was more like a guy that was in our class had done stand-up before, and he kind of organized this thing for his friends. So I got shit-faced. We all got shit-faced. We had fun. I think I may still have some of the jokes that I wrote then, and I may even sometimes use them if, they're still a little bit hacky, but they work. Like one of the ones I wrote in the early days is, a friend of mine and I wanted to open a mail-order bride business from Eastern Europe. It's called The Check is in the Mail. I thought it's funny.
You know where was my first time when I did stand-up?
Oh.
It was in Anna's Barrow show.
Oh,
at the donut place.
Right, the donut kebab
and it's a beautiful, it's a donut kebab place. It was in the summertime. It was July, some kind of July. It was, and I was in Berlin and I didn't know how the scene works. I didn't know that you need to sign up beforehand and then they have a specific lineup, even though it's an open mic and stuff like that. So I knew Anna. I did some parties before with her, and I just came to her and I was like, "Can you give me 5 minutes?" And she was like, "No." I'm like, "What the fuck?" And I was like, "Okay, can you give me 3 minutes?" And she's like, "Okay, 3 minutes, but 3 minutes and only." And I was like, "Yes." I was so scared. Like I remember how my lips were like tangling.
And this is from someone who has been on the stage
and
since
I've been on the stage
3.
so many times and doing improv for since I'm 12. It's been and everything. And I was so freaking scared. But in that moment when I went on the stage and I did my jokes and everything went fine, and I was like, what's the worst case scenario? They will not like the jokes. Oh my God. Yeah. But actually they liked it. It was so that it gave me a little bit of this addiction of the stage that I really enjoyed it. It was so much fun that I just started to do it more and more. But I that particular one time, it was out of nowhere. I was like, yeah, I could do it. I could try it,
I think that what stops a lot of people from a lot of different things, I'm going to go a little more abstract, is that sometimes people are terrified of failing. Yeah,
that's true. And the thing is, when you will do a stand-up, there will be times when you fail. It's evident.
And that's my evident point. My point is, my advice to you if you're afraid of failing is go out and fail deliberately. And then fail deliberately again. And then fail deliberately again.
You're going to bomb so much.
No, but even bomb deliberately, just so you know that it doesn't feel this bad. There's nothing to be afraid of. Failure is your best friend.
Yep.
Failure is what teaches you.
Yes.
That's the tip for people who really have never done this and want to start is don't be afraid of failure. Failure is part of the process, and it's actually sometimes a fun part of the process. Yeah. And if you start failing, you learn how to enjoy it as well to a certain extent. There are some comics that I know in the Berlin scene. I'm not going to name names, but I love them, and they have they have these tendencies to dig themselves in when they're failing, and I'm starting to think it's deliberate. Like they're losing the audience, and then they just dig and dig and dig and dig and dig and lose them some more and lose them some more. And one of two things happens. Either the audience breaks and they start laughing, or he runs out of time, and I don't think he gives a shit which one happens, right?
It is what it is.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
And that's something to be admired. He doesn't just, accept failure. He embraces it. He gives it a warm hug and says, yes, we're going down together.
But also the same joke can work with a different audience. With one specific audience, it's not going to work. And in a different audience, it is going to work. And sometimes, like, for me, what I need to establish more in myself is to always have that 100% energy on the stage. And I don't have it. Sometimes I just go to a place to do some open mic and I just don't feel like doing anything in that particular day. And I do really bad job because I don't have that energy. But that's so amateur.
I think so.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I know exactly what I mean. I think one of the trademarks of my performance is the fact that I'm phlegmatic. Another word for you to Google. So basically,
I know that word.
It's the fact that I don't move on stage, and at some point it became a deliberate choice.
Oh yeah, you just sit there like an old granddad.
Like an old granddad, and it works. And the reason I do that is because, like you, I don't always have the energy.
Yeah.
So in fact, instead of like trying to fake the energy when it doesn't exist,
I can't do that. I can't.
I just lean into my lack of energy. I make it part of my personality, part of my act. I don't want to run around the stage like a fucking monkey.
Yeah, sometimes I do that. Sometimes I'm like you, I'm just sitting and like, what's up? What's going on? But also it comes from the audience as well. For example, there was this one open mic on Sunday Slips, and I was the last one, and it was really, really long show, that specific open mic.
You're dead at that point.
Yes, and you need to be quiet. The microphone is on the lowest volume. And the audience looked so tired, and I just sat down with them and I was like, let's have some talk. How are you feeling? Good? No? And it was actually it was actually really nice set.
You have to accept that the audience is not, they have their own thing going on, and you have to work with them, not against them. Like, if you got an audience at midnight, 1 a.m., and they're all fucking dead tired, and you're going, how are you guys doing, Berlin? Let's get some energy in the room. Fuck you, you idiot.
Oh my God. I had this, I did once Cloud It Up. In Valentine's, and Cloud It Up is a show where everyone
is high.
And I don't smoke weed. I hate weed.
I love weed.
And I hate it.
I love weed.
But they had a dropout. They had the dropout. So they asked me.
I want weed.
And they didn't know that I will not smoke. I'm not smoking weed. And I had like 2-3 glasses of champagne. Some kind of weird wine. I mean, it was Newcomb. What kind of wine you will have there? And people didn't understand any of my jokes because I was too fast for them. Because they were so high. And after the show, a couple of members of audience, they came to me and they were like, I'm so sorry. I think you're funny, but I couldn't focus, man.
Like, do not fight the audience. I mean,
I think after me, they said that you need to smoke weed when you do Cloud It Up. I think after me, they understood this is not working, I
don't think I've ever performed sober. I think tonight is going to be one of my first times performing not high in a while.
Wow. Congrats.
Yeah, I'm starting to get tired. See, it's 11 a.m. 10 a.m.? What fucking time is it?
I don't know. I'm sorry. What is it? Oh, shit.
Shit. All right. I think we should wrap it up.
Yep.
Yeah. Wrap it up.
That's
You don't know how to wrap it up, dude.
No. I'm dumb.
All right, let's do this.
Talk to me like I'm a 3-year-old.
I've got an idea, okay?
Okay.
How about, to wrap it up, we do like they did in Wayne's World?
What?
Have you ever seen Wayne's World?
What is that?
It's a Jesus
cartoon?
Fucking Christ. No, it's a movie from the jeez. So this is what they do when they do a scene transition. Okay, They both go and then leave the screen. So
and it's not a cartoon.
No, it's not a cartoon. Come on.
What the fuck are you want from me right now?
I want to wrap this up.
But that's how is that wrapping up?
I don't know.
How-
Like, you do this and then you cut.
Okay.
Like, you want to wrap up a different way? I'm trying to give you. I'm brainstorming
I
here.
start to think that I don't know what means wrapping up.
Finish.
That's what she said.
Sometimes I wonder
It is so easy to be
Why
dumb.
I
Life is
didn't
so unfair,
murder
you're
you
just
when we
idiot.
met.
Can we finish this?
Yeah. Bye.